Inside the UK's cost of living crisis. Every day, the cost of living crisis is affecting millions of people all over the UK. That is because the cost of food, energy bills, and the price of the fuel are increasing quickly. This situation is hard to miss, as it is causing hardships for families trying to manage their finances.
The place that I am seeing the cost of living the most is when I go to the supermarket and I cannot believe what a basket of groceries costs me.
Food is really sky high.
Almost all prices up.
I just can't get over how expensive it is these days. So yeah, I'm feeling it.
So what is the root cause of this crisis, and how is it affecting the lives of people in Britain?
Cost of living crisis arises when prices are rising faster than incomes. And we need to understand both why prices are rising more quickly and why incomes are rising more slowly. Prices in the UK are rising for three reasons. One of these is a set of global factors that we don't have much control over, like wars, like competition for raw materials and natural resources. But there are two local factors which are important. One of them is Brexit, which has increased the costs of imports and made our exports more expensive, so we haven't been able to sell as many of them, and we haven't had the money available to pay people more. The other reason is COVID, where governments put a lot of money into the economy to keep it going during lockdowns without really thinking about how they were going to make the supply of money match the supply of goods and services.
Just so you know, the cost of living refers to the money needed to cover all the expenses basics in life, such as housing, food bills, transportation, and utility bills. Over the past few years, these expenses have been increasing faster than people's income, making it harder for people to afford the things they need. In 2023, inflation in the UK rises to its highest level in over 40 years. Prices in shops have gone up sharply, especially in food sectors. In fact, food inflation jumped to 18% in that same year. As a result, everyday items like bread, milk, and vegetables cost much more than they did just a year ago. But it's not just food prices that are rising. The price of energy, gas, and electricity have shot up following the global energy crisis caused by events such as the war in Ukraine and increasing demand for energy worldwide. In some cases, people have seen their energy bills nearly double, and this issue has caused many British families to feel financially insecure.
It's a choice between heating or eating, really.
I think a lot of people are going to be suffering so much more with the price cap going up as much as it's going to.
If prices go up and your pension doesn't go up to match that, then you find yourself looking for the payment next month.
Utility bills have got completely out of hand, particularly gas. When I put the prices out to tender, we were looking at a five-fold increase, like 500%, which is completely unworkable.
The UK is also facing an ongoing housing and rent crisis, with prices steadily going up all over the country. And this is putting a lot of pressure on renters, homeowners, and potential buyers alike. Rental prices have soared in major cities, especially in places like London, Manchester, and Birmingham. For example, it is estimated that renting a single-bedroom apartment in London would amount to more than £2,000 a month. This is far beyond what many can afford, and it often leads to people having to live in shared accommodations or even in unsuitable conditions. This is especially challenging for young people and families with low incomes. There is clear evidence that the cost of living crisis is putting a lot of pressure on people across the UK. Many are now forced to make tough choices, such as deciding between heating their home or buying food, which is taking a toll on their mental health.
I do have days where I just could stand on that balcony and scream. I mean, it's things like hanging my clothes to dry. We've got nowhere to dry the clothes, so half the time they're on the radiators or on the air, and that just looks untidy. I don't like that.